Hello, Crystal Coast, North Carolina, and anybody else watching this across my platforms. This is Beach Bum, and we're back with the 2025 hurricane season starting Sunday, June 1st, and running until the end of November. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look. This is the names for our upcoming season here in 2025. As you can see, we got 21 of them listed. Um, that doesn't mean they're all going to be named. Does not mean we're going to use all of these. Even if we do use all these names, it does not mean all 21 are going to be major. It does not mean all 21 are even going to affect land. Some of these will be fish storms that form. They are every year. But we are looking at having a very active hurricane season with a few major hurricanes suspected to be formed. With that being said, here we are at the water temps. If you're looking around the Caribbean, coming up into the Gulf, we're around 28, 29 degrees Celsius, which is 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Or in the Gulf, we're looking at 81 to 80 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Around Florida in the Atlantic, we're looking around 80 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit, and deeper into the Atlantic, 75 to 76 degrees Fahrenheit. These water temps are coming up, they're coming up fast, and the only thing hot water does is give fuel to these hurricanes. So, this is looking like a promising active season, and I know promising isn't the right word, but that's the word we're going with. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our models are looking like today as of May 29th, just 3 days away from the start of hurricane season. And as you can see right over here, let's see if I can get it to pop up. There we go. Oh, no, there we go. For some reason, it's not wanting to. There we go. Oh, excuse me there, everybody. Let me close that out. I did not mean to do that. Right here, we have in the Pacific, we have Alvin right off Mexico. No threat to us in the eastern U.S. or southern Atlantic of the U.S. Um, but we do have one in the Pacific, whole different list of names. That's why you do not see that on our list. Let's go ahead and move this through. And this is the GFS, also known as the American model, which is running, how many hours is this? This is 384 hours out. Move it through. Here we are at June 5th. And as you can see, we do have a low down here in the Pacific, but again, that's not going to affect us over here in the Atlantic. Here we are at June 8th. Now, we do have a low system starting to form right here in the Caribbean, something we're going to need to keep an eye on according to the GFS. Let's track it through. And as we see, we're at 996 millibars right here, which would be a Cat 1 strong tropical storm, but it would be named if this scenario plays out. Let's move it on through, and that's June 8th, June 9th, and this is showing around June 9th at 994 millibars, which is definitely a Category 1, making landfall at the southern tip of Florida. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but the GFS is saying that there is definitely a possibility for this to happen. It's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. And as you see, it moves right on through the state of Florida and goes up into Georgia, still coming in as a very strong tropical storm, moving into Georgia. And then it moves on up through the Carolinas, almost taking the same path last year as Helene did. I don't want to say that, but that's what that looks like. And here we are at June 14th, and another low down there in Mexico. So the GFS is showing some activity. Let's take a look at the euro real quick. We're going to move this on through. The euro is going out 360 hours as well. Here we are at June 2nd. The Euro so far is not showing the same thing as the GFS was showing as far as the low in the Caribbean. Now here is June 8th when we definitely saw that low in the Caribbean. As you can see, we just got some scattered rainstorms around that area. So, if these rainstorms come together, that could mean something. But right now, the Euro model is not showing that. We do see a few thunderstorms pop up here and there, and then that rain kind of moves on into Florida, and it's just giving Florida some rain. And there is June 13th. Let's take a look at the CMC, also known as the Canadian model. It goes 240 hours out. Here we are at June 3rd, June 4th, 7th, there's the 8th, and we're still just seeing scattered rain moving north up into Florida around the Caribbean. But now what we do see is down here, there is a low starting to form way down in South America and coming up into the Caribbean. So that may be something we need to have to look out for. But right now that's at 1,007 millibars, which is just a low. Let's take a look at the Icon, which is also the German model. And let's play it on out. At 120 hours will be where this ends. And June 1st, we're seeing a lot heavier rain around the Caribbean. Now, June 3rd, we're seeing a lot heavier rain in this area and thunderstorms starting to pop. But we're getting really close up into Florida, so there's not a lot of ocean there to try to really form anything with. And there we are at June 3rd. That's the end of that run. Okay, so everybody, I don't care if you like my page. I don't care if you like my videos. I'm not doing this for likes. I'm not doing this for views. And I'm not doing this for money. I am doing this for safety purposes and safety purposes only. So even if you don't want to like or anything, I would appreciate it when we are really looking at storms that are a threat to our area. Please share these, get them out, and that way everybody has a chance to be safe and informed of what's going on. I am not a meteorologist. I do this as a hobby. I've been tracking these storms for 47 years now. So with that being said, I would like everybody to have a great weekend. Be safe out there. And unless something big happens between now and Sunday, I won't be posting anything else till Sunday. But in Sunday, we start our daily post from then until the end of the hurricane season. So everybody have a great night. We will see you on Sunday.